I have a vision on this YouTube channel, and that is to help every single trader who desires succeed. Not those traders who want to half-ass this, but the traders who want to go all in and wants it bad enough. I will help you succeed. And that is why I'm making these videos, one video at a time, to do my best, do everything I can to help you guys out. So you can help yourself out by actually watching these videos from the start to the end. So that is the vision for my YouTube channel, and that is why right now we are just going to be showing you what works so that you can do more of what works. And I'm also going to show you, the mistakes that I committed for the past 4 years of my trading journey so that you don't commit those mistakes yourself, so that you can become profitable much faster than I did. And a lot of you guys have been asking me, like, why have I been just trading market mechanics rather than price action like I used to? The thing about the markets is that the markets are ever changing. The market is always evolving. This means that I found out what actually works in the markets, right? Based on these 4 years of experience, I found out what actually works based on backtesting, front testing, and countless of data after live trading. And I decided to, compile everything that works into a trade plan and just do more of what works. And what doesn't work is things like your retail trading concepts, like your support and resistance, your double top, double bottom, all of these stupid price action trading concepts that I used to teach on this channel, they used to work, right? Maybe they used to work and maybe they work sometimes, but they don't have like a high win rate. And like I said, my vision on this channel is to help you guys increase your win rate and help you guys become profitable. So I'm only going to be raw with you guys. I'm only going to be honest with you guys and share with you guys what actually works on the charts, and this is it. So now I'm going to share with you guys how I personally trade in 2024, right? This is basically how I use market mechanics to analyze my charts now, right? So just going to go through the watch list that we have right here. So based on my bias on Euro USD, right now, price has just turned bearish, right? So if you zoom out on a higher time frame, you will see that price has been in a bearish downtrend, right? Lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower high. And this is the new lower high right here before price collapsed all the way down here. So over here, I marked up my higher time frame supply zone right there, right? And then within this supply zone, there is two minor zones that can also marked up, right? Which is this order block that we have right here, right? Where there's a lot of imbalance right here, and this candle, this would be the order block. So this is the most recent order block, and then I got my extreme point of interest, which is this area right here. Why did I mark up this area right here? Because if you look towards the left, price push up and then come down and then push up again and sweep the available liquidity that was being built up above these highs right there. So now when this happens, when there's a liquidity sweep like this zone that we have right here is a sweep zone. This is a zone where price has swept liquidity. So this is going to be a very strong supply zone that institutions, smart money, have used this level to actually enter for a bulk amount of sell orders. So this is basically where institutions have entered into the market in the past. And right now, I'm expecting God damn it, so hard to pronounce that. Smart money, let's just call them smart money, to actually enter into the market again at this price point that we have right here. So the next time price actually come up here, I can expect some sort of supply at this area right there. And then after price created this imbalance and goes down, it just broke structure, right? It broke structure, it creating a bearish break of structure as it broke through the last low that we have right here. And right now, price has come down to our higher time frame demand zone, which you have at this area right here. If you look at this is the very strong demand zone on the weekly time frame, right? If you go out to the weekly time frame, you can see the last time price was down here, it pushed up. Price come down, push up. So lots of demand waiting at this area right here. So we can expect price to actually mitigate this area. That is why when price comes down, creating that bearish order flow, it eventually starts to go away at this demand zone right here, because at this demand zone, demand step into the market and push price up. And right now, we can expect price to turn bullish to facilitate the pullback of the overall trend, the higher time frame trend. Remember, at this point of time, the higher time frame trend is still bearish, the order flow is still bearish, right? So ideally, you still want to enter for a sell if you are trying to trade with the trend. But right now, price is just going to turn bullish for a short amount of time to facilitate the pullback of the higher time frame structure, the higher time frame trend, right? And that is basically what we are anticipating price to do. So we go down to the 4-hour time frame, you can mark up all the minor structure being created right here, where price step into the demand zone, right? Creating an inducement right here, inducing all the retail traders to enter for their buy positions right there. because they think that, oh my god, price has just mitigated this demand zone, price is gonna go up right now, so I enter for buy right there, place their stop loss below these lows, and bam, smart money wipe them out and make use of this liquidity that we have below these lows and create a V-shaped reaction right here. You can see there's a liquidity sweep right here, right? So strong liquidity sweep right here, and then it led to a market shift where price actually broke through the last lower high, creating a shift of structure that pretty much confirmed to us that price is about to turn bullish right now to facilitate the pullback, right? So that is when we get a market shift, and then where does price goes to? The flip zone that we have right here. If you look at this area right here, zoom in a little bit at this area. Over here, price goes up there and create that new lower high, right? When it does that, you can actually mark up your supply zone that we have right here, right? Supply zone right here. And then price goes up there, reacted to the supply zone, supply stepped into the market, and it actually created a failed reaction right here. Because if this supply zone were to do its job, price will just continue going lower and lower. But in that case, price created a failed reaction, come up here, right? Come back to this extreme zone that we have right here. Demand step into the market and push price up. When that happens, you got your flip zone being formed, right? This zone right here that we have, right, where price actually flip from supply to demand, this will be the flip zone. And right now, the next time price actually come back down to the flip zone, you can actually enter for a buy position. So after the market shift happen, you are expecting price to pull back, right? And that is when price comes down here, pull back into the flip zone, and that is when you can easily enter for a buy here, right? And then once again, price creating a higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, and higher lows. And as price creates the higher high and higher low, you must be very careful in terms of marking up your market structure, because there are some lows that is invalid. Like look at what we have right here. After price actually breaks structure, right, come up here, create a new higher low, and push up, it broke this last high right there. And then right now it goes up even further, creating your higher high, you know, higher low right here. Right, and you can see this low is being formed right here, right? Once again, all the retail traders they're gonna be buying at all these lows right here. They think that, oh my god, price is creating a higher low, I should just buy here, and place my stop loss below these lows, right? But in that case, once again, it's just liquidity being built up below these lows that we have right now. And that is when, you know, price comes down here, sweep the available liquidity that we have below all these lows, right? You got that liquidity sweep right there. So there is a liquidity sweep, and then create a new low, right? And this would be your new low that we have right here. And this is what I call a protected low, right? This protected low is basically a low that have swept the available liquidity. And right now we know for a fact that if price were to come down to this area right here, it's most likely going to respect this area right here, because this low is being protected, right? And that is when price push up. You can see price come down, tap into the protected low, and go up again. Now, when this area is formed, this is also your sweep zone, because this zone has swept the available liquidity that we have over here. Then this is your protected low, so this will be the new swing low. Bear in mind, this is the new swing low, not this one right here, but this one right here. So if you enter for a buy like somewhere right around here, or here, right, your stop loss should not be over here below these lows. It should be below this new protected low right here, because this is the most valid swing low. And then same thing, price goes up there, break structure, break through the last high, and create a new higher high before it starts pulling back. Now, the moment it starts pulling back, once again, guess what? It's inducing all the retail traders to, to enter for a buy below these lows right there. And that is when price comes down, swap all the available liquidity that we have below these lows, right? Same thing that we have right here, and then go up. This is why I say that if you guys just focus on the textbook market structure, the price action concepts that you see online, or basically all the retail trading concepts, you will not become profitable, because a lot of time, you will get stopped out like this just to see the trade go in your way. So you really need to make sure that you understand liquidity as well, right? And then that is when you got another liquidity sweep, right? Same stuff right here, liquidity sweep below these lows over here, and then creating a new protected low that I marked up right here. And once again, this is your sweep zone, right? This is your sweep zone that we have right here. So the next time price actually come down to this area right here, we can expect demand to actually step into the market to push price up, right? Because this zone is protecting this protected low that we have right there. And then price eventually goes up, creating a higher high, higher low, same stuff. And then eventually it reaches our zone that we have drawn at the start. Remember at the start, I talked about how there is a higher time frame supply zone right here. And then there's your extreme zone, which is your sweep zone. And then your nearer zone right here, which is your order block. Now, how do we know which one price is going to react to, right? Most likely, if you are in doubt, just always take the extreme zone. Just always assume that price is going to go to the extreme zone. But that also means that you'll miss some trade opportunities, because sometimes price can tap into this near zone and then just go. But to increase your win rate, to really maximize your win rate, right? If you still don't understand liquidity whatsoever, then take the extreme zone, right? Take the extreme zone. And you can see eventually price goes all the way up there, right? It mitigates this order block that we have right here, just completely bypass it. Yes, there was some sort of supply that stepped into the market, right? Once again, if you go down to the smaller time frame, you can see when price comes to this order block that we have, this near zone, there's actually a pullback, right? Supply actually stepped into the market for a bit. When this happens, right, this actually induce all the sellers to enter early. So once again, if they see price actually react to this this order block that we have right here, they will enter for a sell right there. And guess what? They're going to be placing stop loss above these highs. Once again, that is just liquidity being built up above these highs right now, right? This is just inducing all the sellers to enter for the trade early. And then price eventually gets all the way up to the extreme zone that we have right there, and it also swept the available liquidity that we have above these highs right here, right? So you can see it swept the liquidity above these highs, boom, supply stepped into the market and push the price down, right? Then we got the strong liquidity sweep, where price not just swept the available liquidity above these highs, but it also swept the liquidity that we have from the sellers who actually enter into the trade way too early, right? So right now we got a liquidity sweep. The next thing we are looking for is that shift of structure, that market shift, to tell us that, this pullback is done, right? This pullback is over. And right now, the higher time frame order flow, the higher time frame bearish trend is about to take over and continue the downtrend. Now, in that case, you're waiting for the market shift to confirm to you that that's the case, right? And you'll most likely only get that after price break through the low, the swing low. Right, what am I doing right here? God damn it. Zoom in a little bit. Right, so based on this, you can mark up your swing low right there. Right there was swing low. This is when price actually goes up, comes down, and then push up again. Right, so in this case, right, oops, what just happened? In this case, a more valid swing low is potentially not this one right here, right? Oh my god, this is trading view. What are you doing to me, man? What are you doing to me? Anyways, over here, right, remember when price actually mitigate this supply zone, it actually created a swing low right here, right? So this would be the more valid swing low that we have right here, right? This would be a fractal market shift that happened based on like the 15-minute time frame, right? If you go on a 15-minute time frame, you can see right here. The reason why I marked up this market shift is because there was a higher low being formed right here, right? There was a higher low being formed right here, and there could potentially be a market shift if price break through this low that we have right here, and eventually does that. And when price come down to this area right here, there was also your demand zone being formed, right? This demand zone at this higher low right here, where price goes up, pull back, and then goes up even further. So there was a demand zone right here, and price reacted to the demand zone. And once again, what does it create? It creates that flip zone, right? It creates that failed reaction, where price actually reacted to this demand zone, hit up, and at this point of time, it hits up. Like I said, if this demand zone were to do its job, price will continue going up even higher, right? But it created a failed reaction right there, right? Once the failed reaction is being created, now what are we doing? We are waiting for price to come up to this flip zone that we have right here, right? So this is your demand to supply flip zone. Okay, demand to supply flip zone. And then next thing you know, you're waiting for the market shift to happen, price to break through this low, and eventually it does that. And right now, you're just waiting for price to come up to the flip zone that we have, right? But a good general rule of thumb to increase your win rate once again is that if the flip zone have not swept liquidity, I want to enter on the extreme zone, right? So once again, go up to the higher time frame. This will be your flip zone, right? This is the flip zone. But you can see in this area, this flip zone did not swap any available liquidity, right? It just goes down here, create a flip zone, and then go. It did not swap any available liquidity. If it were to swap liquidity like this, like goes up there, creating a flip zone like this, creating a high like this, and then there's liquidity being built up above these highs, right? Then it swap the liquidity above those highs and then go. This would be your flip plus sweep zone, and that is the one that I'm going to be paying more attention to, right? Because that tends to be the one that price is going to respect. And when that happens, if there's just a flip zone like this, I know that there's going to be liquidity being built up above all these highs. So I'm going to be very careful, right? So after price created the market shift and comes up to the flip zone, I'm not going to be entering for the trade yet, right? Because I know, once again, liquidity being built up above all these highs that we have right here. Once again, inducements right here. And that is when price swept the available liquidity above all those highs. And then liquidity sweep, that V-shaped reaction. Right now, we have a confirmation that price is about to go down and collapse. right? So you can see when that happens, guess what? You can draw your sweep zone once again, which will be this zone right here that has swept the available liquidity above those highs. So if you miss your entry right here, right, you miss your entry right here, then the next point of entry would have been when price actually come up to this sweep zone that is being created right now, which will be right here. Price goes down, pulls back up to this flip zone, and bam, you can easily get in for a very nice trade right here. Right, and then price goes down even further, creating your bigger structure, creating your lower high, lower low, lower high, and right now price has just created a new low, and right now it has pulled back to this point of interest that I've marked up right here. So based on this is my entire analysis for like the past, basically the past month or so for Euro USD, and right now the date right now is 25th May 2024, and this is where price is at right now. So my analysis on what's going to happen next is that based on this, right, once again, you are building the higher time frame narrative, right? You're building a story. Right now, the higher time frame, the lower time frame is aligned with the higher time frame order flow. Lower time frame is bearish, higher time frame is bearish as well. That's very good for us because this is when you can look for your selling opportunities, and this is when you get the most highest probability trade setups, right? So at this point of time, zoom down to a smaller time frame. And I can see after price broke structure right here, broke through this low, it started to pull back, right? It started to pull back once again, and it did a very deep, steep pullback like this. Just steep pullback like this. You can see it's probably like a trend line, right? Price goes up, creating higher high and higher low, higher high, higher low, like this. When this happens, retail traders, they're going to be placing the trend line like this, right? And when that happens, guess what? They're going to be entering for a buy here when price bounces off the trend line, there, so on and so forth. And there's going to be liquidity being built up below these lows, below these lows, below these lows, below these lows. So what I'm expecting to happen next is that price is going to mitigate some sort of supply zone that we have right here, and then come down, wipe out all of this liquidity right here, utilize all this liquidity right here to create another strong down move. That is basically how I will personally trade. So at this point of time, you can see price has came up to our sweep zone that we have right here, right? This is when price swept the available liquidity above these highs and also above these highs right there, right? Swept liquidity, sweep. So this is a sweep zone, and this is also an order block where there's a lot of imbalance right here for sellers. And right now, price has managed to reach that area. So at this point of time, once again, I'm looking for my entry model. I want to see that market shift happen, right? To show us that this pullback is done, and right now, price is about to go down. And I also want to see the strong mitigation at this supply zone, which we got right here, right? Strong mitigation right there. Also swept the available liquidity above the inducements being formed right now. And then right now, price is potentially coming up to some sort of flip zone, right? And at this point of time, I will be looking for my entry either at this flip zone right here or this extreme zone that we have right here. And I'll most likely target this swing low that we have being formed right here. Right, this will be my target. And you can see this will be a 1:10 risk to reward ratio if we get an extreme zone. But if not, if we enter at the flip zone right here, most likely it will be like a 1:9, which is not so shabby as well. Right, so that is basically how I trade in 2024. Now let's go make some tea so I can get on with the uncut section. Welcome to the uncut section. And in this uncut section, I want to talk about life. Some life lessons that I've learned. But before I do that, a lot of you guys have been asking me what kind of tea that I drink. And the last Uncut Trading episode, I showed you guys that I'm just drinking normal $8 tea bags from FairPrice or Walmart in US. And then I made a change. I made a change to that because I thought to myself, I drink tea bags when I was poor, when I was broke, when I had less than $50 in my bank account. And right now, why the hell should I drink tea bags? So I decided to upgrade the quality of my tea. And that is when I bought this TWG Green Blossom Tea right here. And there's a story behind it. So let me just give you like a quick story. So I was at the business class lunch at Singapore Airlines, taking a flight to Bangkok. And bear in mind, that's the first time that I'm in business class. Like, that's the first time I ever fly business class. Because, like I said, I always used to be broke, right? I have no money to even go on business class. And I always thought to myself, why would you spend a few $1,000s on business class? But then, once again, I have some money right now, so I want to experience what it feels like to be in the upper echelons, right? So I went to business class lunch, and then, of course, my first time, I go to the buffet, and I try to take every single food that I see, and then I saw the green tea section, or rather the tea section. There is TWG tea bags. For those of you guys who do not know, TWG is this brand right here. And it's like, apparently it's like one of the most famous tea brands in the world. Like, give you like the most highest quality tea. So I was looking around, trying to find the perfect green tea, the quest to find the perfect green tea. And then I saw this tea bag that says Imperial Sencha Tea, right? And I was like, I'm a king. It's an Imperial Sencha tea. It's a green tea for Imperials. I'm an Imperial, so I'm going to try it. And trust me, it's absolutely the best green tea I've ever tasted in my entire goddamn life. In my entire 21 years of my life, that's the best green tea. So I thought myself, okay, shit. Let me go to Google and search how much is this Imperial Sencha tea. And turns out this goddamn green tea, like 20 tea bags cost like $50 or something. And I got mind blown. I was like, what? I spent like $10 on tea bags, and this you just 20 tea bags you get like for $50. That's absolutely ridiculous. I'm not gonna spend that amount of money. And then I went to like the souvenir shop, right? And they sell TWGT. And I saw this exact model right here. Green tea leaves, right? It's not even tea bags, it's leaf, right? And I thought, okay, maybe leaf will be much more fragrant, right? And I look at the price of this thing. I thought it'd be like $20 or something. But this goddamn thing is $80. It's freaking $80. And I thought to myself, who the hell drink green tea that is $80? And the next thing you know, this thing is in my basket, and I checked out with this thing. So I was like, yeah, let me just try something new, since I've got a little bit of money right now. So yeah, there we have it. Right now I'm brewing that tea. You can see that tea right there. And the rule of thumb is that you have to brew it for at least 3 minutes for it to be fragrant, right? Let's get an ASMR in there. Oh, look at that droop. Anyways, cheers guys. This is the Blossom tea. And it's the best thing ever. It tastes so goddamn strong. It tastes so goddamn strong. Why the hell would you drink alcohol when you can drink tea? And a lot of you guys think that like I'm joking when I say that green tea helps you to get better at the charts. No, it actually does. It helps you focus, improve focus and concentration. It gets you into the flow state. If you drink tea, if you're a tea person, you would know what I'm talking about. But yes, this is scientific, bread gold proven facts that green tea helps you and makes you more rich. So if you're poor, start by drinking some tea bags. And when you have a little bit of money, invest in good tea. I wish I'd done this earlier. Anyways, enough of the yapping about green teas. I want to talk about life lessons. So recently, I think I found the meaning of life. And I'm very fortunate to be able to find like the meaning of life at a very young age, right? I realized that the purpose of life is to live a life of purpose. Now, what does that mean, right? That sounds like some deep quote from Sun Tzu or something. What does that truly mean? That means in your lifetime, you only have this one precious life. You must understand that the world is so much bigger than you are. Instead of getting sucked into the spotlight effect where you think that you are everything, you think that you are the main character, but when in reality, everybody is the main character. There's so much people out there. And what it means to have a life of purpose, or rather to live a life of purpose and meaning, is to contribute to a cause that is greater than you, right? Is to contribute to something that is greater than you and help other people and provide good towards this world. Now, once again, it's very easy to get stuck into the shiny object syndrome or the materialistic stuff that people chase nowadays, like the fast cars, the Rolls Royce, the Ferraris, the Porsche, and the big penthouses and mansion. It's very easy to be sucked into those things, right? And it's a very surface level happiness. Yes, these things can give you happiness. In fact, if you have the money to do so, go and enjoy these things, right? Go and enjoy these things. I myself will want to enjoy those things, right? But bear in mind that you need a purpose that is greater than all of these things. Because when you comes to trading, you will fail, you will lose a ton of money, you will suck at trading, you will make a bunch of mistakes, and at some point of time, you will think about quitting. You will think about quitting. And when that happens, you cannot be relying on your goal to have that dream car or that dream house or that nice Rolex that you ever want in your life. These things don't really motivate you. It does motivate you, but it doesn't motivate you at a strong level. It doesn't cause you to, you know what I mean? It doesn't cause you to get that strong drive to push further and not quit, right? So for me, what is my purpose, right? What is the thing that wakes me up in the morning every single time, right? Every single day, even if I don't feel like it, I still wake up at 5 a.m., 6 a.m. Why do I still wake up so early even though I've built something out for myself? Even though I have enough money to relax my entire lifetime already. Why do I still wake up so early? Because I have a purpose. And my purpose Like I said at the start of this uncut trading episode, my grand vision is to make every single trader who desires, who wants it bad enough, succeed. And I plan to align every single part of my life towards that. I plan to do everything I can to help each and every one of you watching this succeed at trading. And once again, not each and every one of you, honestly. It's to help the trader, every single trader who desires, who have a strong burning desire to succeed, and help you do it. Once again, if you think that you want to half-ass this, you are putting one foot in, one foot out, don't come to this YouTube channel. I'm only going to be helping people who are serious, genuinely serious about trading to succeed. And those people who are serious, they're not clicking on my video because of like some nice thumbnail and then just watch like the first 1 minute, get a dopamine hit, and then fucks off. No, they are watching the entire video from the start to the end, and they're watching right now, watching at me speak this wisdom to you guys. Think about it. I must know something that you don't. That is why you're watching me. I must have something that you don't, right? So that is my main life purpose right now. And I realized that recently I've been really fulfilled because lately I've started the 1% club, and inside the 1% club, all the members are winning. We have one student making over $30,000. We have multiple students passing funded account challenges, and other students are making consistent profits and increasing their risk to reward ratio, their win rate. And I can really see the impact of my lessons changing life inside the 1% club, especially when we have like every single student, like, or not every single, but a lot of these students share their wins every single day inside the 1% club, telling me how grateful they are of the lessons inside the 1% club. Because let me tell you something, I work my ass off to build the 1% club, and even till right now, I'm working even harder, twice harder than before I launched the 1% club. Because I know that the only way to help you guys succeed is to teach you guys every single thing that I know about trading that works. Every single thing that works. And when it comes to the concepts, I don't teach you guys like surface level concepts. I go super in-depth. If you ask any of the 1% club members, you will know that all the lessons is like 30 minutes long, even 1 hour long, and they are paired with notes that is literally written by me personally, that is highlighted and everything. With chart diagrams, and we are basically doing everything we can to help out the traders inside the 1% club. And also right now with you guys as well. Right? So that is my life purpose right now. I believe that's the season of my life right now. And yeah, I'm just aligning myself to that. And if you guys are wondering what was my life like before trading or before my purpose, right? It was incredibly depressing. The truth is, it was incredibly depressing. Right now, I'm happy, I'm fulfilled, I have enough money in my bank account, my family is set, and yeah, that's all I need, honestly. I'm very grateful. I'm vibrating at such a high level that you guys don't even comprehend. But my life wasn't like this like 5 years ago. 5 years ago, before I discovered my purpose, before I knew exactly what I want to do with my life, I was crying myself to sleep every single night. I was sleeping in the same bed as my father, right, in his room. I was literally beside him, crying myself to sleep. And I would like cry at like such a low tone so that he doesn't hear me crying, so that he doesn't know I'm crying. But I was fucking rock bottom, man. And there's like this window in my room, and we're living at the highest floor. And I thought about unaliving myself every single day. I was completely depressed and lost, with nowhere to go, no clear vision, no purpose whatsoever. Because I got bullied in school, because my family was poor, we didn't have enough money to do anything at all, because I was trying to escape the reality by playing a bunch of video games, addicted to video games, and the junk, the stuff that you watch, the adult materials. My life was fucking depressing, that's the truth. I'm not even gonna sugarcoat it. My life was goddamn depressing, and I wouldn't want any of you guys to experience what I went through at a very young age. Right? My family was fucked. Right? Everything was going against me. And I genuinely had no purpose. I felt like there is no way I would become successful. I remember I was working as a waiter, making about $8 per hour. So I was writing down in my notebook. I had like like a light bulb in my mind. I wanted to become a millionaire by the age of 30 back then. And that was when I was 17 years old or so. I wanted to become a millionaire at the age of 30. And then I literally calculated how long it would take me to become a millionaire. And I realized that, fuck, there's no way I can become a millionaire by the age of 30. Because at 18 years old, I have to go to army, which is 2 years, and I'll be 20, 21. And after 21, I have to go to university, which is another 3-4 years, and I'm already 25. And then I'm going to be in debt because of paying the school fees for the university. I'm going to be in a huge amount of debt. And I won't even pay off this debt by the age of 30. How the hell am I going to become a millionaire? And especially after university, I graduate, I'm going to be making like what? $3,000, $4,000 per month. Brokey shit. Average shit. At that point of time, I thought that there was literally no way that I can become a fucking millionaire. I wanted to settle for the average. I wanted to become a common man. And after I discovered trading, my life transformed forever. Because of the fact that, imagine you are working a shitty job and you deposited like $500 in your account, which is all you have in your bank account. And you made $9,000, $5,000 in a few days. The amount of money that you don't even have in your entire life, and that's other people's monthly paycheck. You make it in just a few days. And that was the point where I tell myself that I'm going to go all in into trading and just focus on mastering trading. Because I know that this could potentially change my life. In fact, I just had a strong conviction that this will change my life. And then I start losing money and I start blowing accounts, because now that I've made a few $1,000s from trading, I think that I'm on top of the world. I think that I'm the best trader in the world, and overconfidence lead to you taking stupid trades that you end up losing. And I lost so much money in my first year that I thought about quitting. I genuinely thought about quitting Forex. Like, I thought about, no way this will work out. You know what? Maybe I should just go back to my shitty job. Maybe I should just go to university and study and get a stable job in a bank. If I did that, if I followed that route, if I followed that conventional path, I still wouldn't become a millionaire. I still wouldn't make 6 figures from trading the financial markets. Think about how powerful that is. Whatever choice that you choose to make today can determine the trajectory of your life. If I quit at that point of time, I wouldn't last long enough in the markets to see that consistent profits, which I have right now. So, basically, you guys need to just go above and beyond. Just go above and beyond and think about, what do you truly want to achieve from trading? And like I said, the cars, the houses, the money, they will attract you for the short term, right? But they won't drive you and give you that strong drive that you need to push past your limits and your boundaries. You need a much more stronger purpose. Something that lights up within a fire within you. And like I said, for me, it was to retire my parents, right? That was my why when I started, and that is still my why right now. Right, so yeah, you basically need something that is bigger than yourself, right? Because the world is not about you. It's not about you. What you give is what you get. You can't just be so selfish. You'll just think about yourself and yourself. That is why I created the trading tribe, right? The free community that we have, so that we can allow everybody to help each other out. Every single trader to level up together. And I'm the tribe leader, and I'm very glad to be leading this movement. This movement to help every single trader who desires succeed. And right now, like I said, I'm making these videos one video at a time to actually help you guys out, to help you succeed. These are the advice that I wish my younger self know. If my younger self knew this, he wouldn't be thinking about unaliving himself. He wouldn't be crying himself every single night. That is why I do what I do. Even though it is extremely difficult and it requires an extreme amount of discipline, even though it requires me to, sacrifice my sleep. I know at the end it will all be worth it when I see you guys come up to me in real life, shake my hand, and tell me that I've changed in your life. I've transformed your trading journey. My free videos have helped you guys out than other people's paid courses. I know in the end it will all be worth it. So it's okay. It's okay if I sacrifice a little bit of sleep, right? So what? I'm doing this for you guys. So if you want to be part of our movement, click on that subscribe button if you have not. And yeah, got a little bit emotional in this video, right? This uncut sections is supposed to be raw and unfiltered, no edits whatsoever. And I just hope that I can share with you guys a side of me that you guys don't see behind the scenes, right? Because what you guys see is the chart videos where I analyze the charts, very good at analyzing the charts, and I try to be funny sometimes even though I'm not. And you guys pretend to be laughing. But this is the more vulnerable side that I just want to expose myself to you guys, because we've gotten very far. 800,000 subscribers. We are almost at 1 million right now. And some of you guys still don't even know who I truly am. Some of you guys don't even know my story and the shit that I have to went through, the trials and tribulations that I have to overcome in order to get to where I am today. And some wankers out there are still saying that I'm not a trader. Bro, literally sort my videos out by the orders. You'll see that I've documented my entire trading journey for the past 3 years. Since 2021. I've documented everything. If you don't believe me, sort the videos by the orders and you'll see the incredible progress that I've made for the past 3 years. You can see like the way that I analyze charts is way different right now. Just think about it. Go to the unfiltered trading playlist. That was like the first series of uncut trading. This is the second series of uncut trading. The first series is unfiltered trading. Go watch the first episode where I had like less than 1,000 subscribers on my YouTube channel. I made that first episode. And I was just a boy trying to share with the world the things that I know about trading, and also trying to refine my trading strategy by teaching it to other people and just trying to make the world a better place. That is the man that I am. And yeah. And as always remember that I will be rooting for you no matter where you are in life. No matter where you are, just remember your circumstances does not define who you are. I grew up with absolutely nothing and I built something out of myself, and you can do it too. And as always, remember, you're just one trade away. Mwah!